What's going on, NGTGames? Geirbiscohn here. It's been a little while since I brought you guys some Black Ops, but here we are with some Black Ops. I'm using the FAMAS Silenced with Warlord Pro and the Dual Mags. Using Hardline as my blue perk and Ninja as my green perk. We're playing free-for-all. This is WMD. I actually enjoy this map, and something I want to talk about in this game is being comfortable in the map, like finding an area of the map that you're comfortable with. And I'm generally comfortable with this area of the map, although I don't stick around here much. I think I actually die, and I get moved out of it. Or no, you know what? I rush out of it. I move out of it. I move out of my comfort zone, and I actually die for it. It's kind of interesting. The first bit of this of this game is the first minute or so is fairly slow, because what I'm doing is, especially in free for all, I mean it works a lot better in free for all as a tactic than it does in team-based games, just because. And I don't know why a lot of people say free for all is like free for all is for noobs, or like noobs do better in free for all than they do in you know, team games or whatever. But the reason I play free for all, and right here you see, I threw a flashbang trying to get that guy up there, but he was already on the way down to me, and that was a stupid move on my part. Nothing much I could do about it. But people say free for all is like a newbie game mode, and I don't really see why. I mean, I prefer free for all because I don't have to worry about idiots on my team. And right here, we got a case of this guy. I was amazing because this guy just was hip firing, like, and I guess people say on here. I totally forgot about the Claymore, and so that is the end of my stupidity in this game for the most part. It's it's all uphill from here. That was kind of the low point in the game, that Claymore death. But it spawned me in this building, and this is an area of the map that I'm pretty comfortable with, and you'll see that. I think it's obvious in this gameplay. So I throw the Claymore down here. That's a good spot for it. Top of the stairs. They don't see it until they get up there, and then it's too late. And I saw that guy. I think he saw me. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to outsmart him. And there he is. You know, I pre-fire him a little bit, and of course he is running through corners. He's running around the corners. He has no clue that I'm gonna be right there with my gun pointed at him. I got a little lucky there, I'll admit. But as we all know, you know, certain amount of luck is involved with getting a good gameplay, with playing well in this game. I mean, this game is to a degree a game more so a game of chance than a game of skill. And there are those who would argue that, but I mean, there's so many factors. You know, your connection, you never know what the gun is going to do recoil-wise. And I don't have a problem with gun recoil, don't get me wrong. And it's the only thing that annoys me about Black Ops gun recoil. And don't, like, people be like, you can't handle recoil because you're a noob and you suck at this game. And the answer is no. I can handle the recoil just fine. The problem is it's not really the kind of recoil that is manageable by good players. I mean, it is to a point. But by the same token, if you burst your weapon, and here, let me disclaimer: I'm not camping. There are a few times where I sit still like that, and I'm not camping as much as I hear something and I want to stop and just listen to see where the guy is going. Like I can hear footsteps out in that corridor on the other side of the wall, outside of the building, or I just hear a guy, so I want to make sure I'm listening for him to know where he's coming from. But so the recoil is just like if you single shot your weapon, like if you tap the trigger, like in a game like Medal of Honor, when you can tap the trigger, or Mag, when you can tap the trigger, tap 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 tap, and that's how you control the recoil in games like that. But in this game, if you do that, you get the exact same recoil as you would get if you were full auto. So I just I just think it's interesting because like good players can still manage it, but it also you know, punishes good players at times with how it works, and bad players are just pretty much screwed, really, or they can get lucky. It's not like they can get lucky like they could in like Modern Warfare 2. But here, I die. I didn't really have a chance in that gunfight, but it didn't bother me because I had my choppers ready to go. And freaking, as soon as I'm about to ready to send my chopper gunner out, or my gunship, dude sends out his Cobra, and I'm like, you know, I'm not having that. So I got my Strela. I'm like, I'm taking that guy down. But I said earlier in this video that I want to talk about being comfortable in the map. So I see this guy last minute when I'm trying to get my Strela out, and I actually outplay him quite nicely. He thinks I'm going around the other side. He thinks he's going to be coming around and come behind me, but I'm there waiting for him. And we get the Strela out. So being comfortable with the map is very important. So that building I was in for most of this gameplay, and the rest of this gameplay is just chopper gunner and gunship stuff. But being comfortable, finding an area of the map that you're comfortable with and patrolling it is, I think, the best way to do well in free-for-all games. Team games it can work too, but you know there's more of a factor about where people are spawning in relation to your team, and knowing where your team is at. You can still do it, but in free-for-all, it's all you, man. It's all you, and they're spawning all over you, because this game has, as we know, like, you know, fantastic spawns. So you find an area of the map that you're comfortable with, throw a claymore down, and you don't have to camp it. You don't have to sit in one spot waiting for somebody to come through. But you see, like I was doing, I was bouncing from one entrance to the other entrance. I was listening for guys. You know, you hear a guy coming from one side. You anticipate his movements, and you just let him come to you, and you, as Woody's gamertag says, you control the engagement. It's all about controlling the engagement, especially in this game, with how it's much more of a game of chance than anything. But anyway, guys, that's it. You can check out my channel if you like. I do a lot more than just Black Ops. You know, and that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Check you later.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.